What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ, and today, man, I just want to tell y'all that I got the solution for your problem. Maybe the grandmother's about to pass, and Uncle Kenneth, man, is a crackhead, and you don't want him to sell the house and smoke up all the profits before you get to split it with the family. You know what? Give me a call if you got a home that is good, bad, ugly, indifferent, raggedy, broke down, garage don't work, dishwasher don't work, anything don't work, paint don't work. If you don't work and you need to get rid of this house, how about you give me a call at 405-759-0038.
It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Hello, may I speak with Larry? May I speak with Larry? My name is Perry. My name is Perry? Yes. Hello, Larry? Hello, Larry? Hi, my name is Perry. I was hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. I was calling about a property in Oklahoma City off of Northwest 23rd and see if you might be interested in possibly selling it. No, okay. All right. Well, thank you. Sorry about that. Hello, I'm trying to reach Rex. Hello, I'm trying to reach Rex. My name is Perry, and I was calling about a property in Oklahoma City off of Southwest 71st.
You can take us off your calling list. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Alta.
This is she.
Hello, Alta. My name is Perry, and I'm calling to see if you might be interested in selling a property in Bethany off of 59th Street.
No, I'm not interested in selling any of our properties anywhere. Thank you anyway.
Thank
Bye.
you. Any properties anywhere. She like, fuck that. I ain't selling shit. Hey, y'all, somebody gotta come up off of something.
No?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Edward.
You said your name was
My name is Perry.
Harry?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. This is John.
Hello, John. My name is Perry, and I'm calling to see if you guys may be interested in selling a property in Oklahoma, in Dale City, Oklahoma, off of Knox Drive.
Not at the moment, but do you know a good tree trimmer?
A good tree trimmer? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
You
Me
want?
too.
You want?
I have a tree, a good sized tree. Do you have any idea how much they charge to pull it down? Or to cut a tree, trim it back?
I don't know, but I did recently use them. I paid I mean, it was in the middle of the storm when I paid them, so they was probably a little high, but they got the job done. I think it was around 200 or 300.
How much did they
I believe it was like
300?
yeah. That was just to trim up all the broken leaves, but I'm not sure, or broken limbs.
And all them off?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, let me ask you this. I have this tree and I'm getting bids, but I'm thinking, why don't I wait till winter time when all the leaves drop off and there are nothing but branches, and the tree trimmers are out looking for money to buy toys? Why don't I hire somebody then when it's cheaper? Would it be cheaper then or
Uh,
now?
well, right after a storm, no, it's not cheaper, but I would assume right now, while there's not that much work going on, I mean, they may be cheaper because the lawn season is just over.
Do you mind giving the address and asking to give me a bid for the? You know what our trim is? It's nothing but big branches left. I don't want to mess with the tree for another 10 years.
Okay, you need a hard trim and hauled off. Yeah, I know Dale City doesn't have a big junk day, so is the house in Dale City?
Let's see. I think it is.
Okay.
Hold on, my wife's verifying the address.
Okay.
I think it's, you got pencil and paper.
Yes.
I think it's a lot, so big tree in the front yard. I just wanted to nothing but top it and big top it to about 15 feet and then cut the side limbs down and stuff like that.
Okay.
So This is Perry, you said?
Yeah, my name is Perry. Your name is John?
No, Ed.
Ed? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, when you call back, we get we get probably 10 phone calls a day. People want to buy properties,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're sort of owning any properties because every time I sell something, Biden shows up the front door and wants taxes.
I do understand that.
I tell him to screw off or go soak his head. But anyway, I'm just curious since you're on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost you to get the database for the phone numbers?
I guess it just depends on the range of numbers that you request. So it usually runs about a couple hundred plus, to pay for the do not contact list and all that. It can get up there. Yeah. So.
And so you find it profitable for what you do?
Well, I've been doing this for maybe 3 months. I've actually been in real estate for about 6. So it's working. It's working out. I started with my own rental property, so I mean it's a start. I actually have a full-time job.
What kind of, are you in Dell City renting, or where's your property?
No, I actually own in Dale City, and I own one home in Dale City, one home on the in Oklahoma City.
Which one is your rental? I just was, and what do you get for rent? I just
1,000, and that's actually it's actually to a relative, but I could rent for maybe 1,200 if had it not been a relative. You know what I mean?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because this house that I told you, look at the trees. I just finished remodeling and it's empty. And I got a property management company that we use. And I told them I want 900, and they made it sound like I was asking for Fort Knox.
How many square feet is the property?
It's probably, it's a 3-bedroom, bath and a half, 2-car garage. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably, what, 1,300?
Mm-hmm.
12 and 1,300. Fingertips.
I mean, I guess it all depends what the property looks like, but I would say that's ballpark. That's a good figure because prices are really moving in Oklahoma City. So, and in Dale City, I mean, it's
Which way?
moving up,
Moving which way?
up. Like, one property I'm actually working on to buy as a rental, which is it'll just be cash flow for me. That's really and they actually rent it out right now currently for 900, but after this person's lease is up, they were expecting to move the rent up to 1,100, which is probably a mile away from where your property is in Dale City.
Yeah.
And again, it's 1,300 square feet also. Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not very far from there. I just wonder if you happen to drive by and look at it, because it's empty right now. It's it was supposed to be painted on the outside, and then the trees are trimmed. It's got all new flooring, new paint inside, some new appliances and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the rental company, the management company, just wants to get a rental, move on right there. There's not a lot of people looking out for me. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. So you're located out of state?
I'm way out of state.
Oh,
I
okay.
live in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I know Oklahoma and Oklahoma City. I was born and raised in Oklahoma. I know Oklahoma really well.
Okay. Yeah.
So your strategy is just to buy and rent, or buy and flip?
Both. I'm actually looking to buy and rent right now. I want to stock up on properties, and if the money's right, I will flip. But I don't. My capital is not as much as others, so I have to work with what I have.
So I go to the test. I said, okay, these 4 properties I'm going to either sell or some of them, and every one of them came in at half price, so they went right into the trash can. So is that what they teach in the classes there? Let's just say if a property's worth 100,000, well, what do they tell you to
Well, there's certain things that we actually look at as far as where's the rehab, what we're gonna put in rehab. But again, there are people that are like, I live in Oklahoma City, born and raised, and I'm not, I don't plan on moving, and I'm looking to acquire more property in Oklahoma City. So some people are maybe out of towners, or so they really too much don't really care.
You can't pay top dollar though. So how much? What's your sweet spot? What percentage of top dollar do you sort of like to hit?
Around well, I mean, I guess it depends. So, I mean, basically, I don't want to go around it, but pretty much I start at about around 75 to 80% value and try to get to a number that works. I don't go 50%. That's just ludicrous. I would never try to do a person like that because I have standards. And
Well, if you hit 50%, somebody from Denver, it's a good deal for whoever's, right?
right, but
So how much? You see a house that somebody wants to sell. How much do you sort of set aside for make ready to rent? Do you have a figure for that, or how do you handle that? I got in this game in the 90s. What you're doing right now, I started out in the 90s, and I would take. I allocated. I'd buy a house and I allocated him $3,000 to make it ready. But I did all my own work. I painted and plumbed and did what I could do. Some of the plumbing I'd have to hire out,
mm-hmm.
and but putting in stuff. But what happened is I got too old and I just said, I'm not going to do this anymore. So, but strangely enough, I just sold the house about a month ago. And what it was is a burnout. The tenant had a fire in the garage,
Mm-hmm.
and I called up and they went out there and they totaled the house, the insurance company. So otherwise I wouldn't have sold that, but this was a prime property, prime location. Nothing, nice neighborhood. And so, but it was required a lot of make ready work too. You'd have to either do it yourself or hire it. And so I just turned over the problem to somebody else. But it was an investor like you. So I don't know if you ever thought about doing that. It's a lot of work doing a burnout.
Yeah.
It wasn't a total burnout. It was just the garage and the kitchen, and the rest of it was smoke damage. But, so I actually gave the house to him for $20,000. The house is worth like $130, but I just want to walk away from it. So anyway, if you can help me with the finding or just ask the tree trimmer, or if you go by it, you can look at the tree. I want it hard cut. I don't want to just go out there and groom it up a little bit. I want it. I can send you pictures of what we do out here, but really take it down to 15 feet or so, somewhere around there, and trim the side branches up and see what he says. I've already got 2 other prices, and I'm not biting on them, so they're not going to get a new color off of me on trees.
Yeah. I get it.
If I was there with you, we could pull that thing down and probably, we couldn't haul it off, but we could whip it, cut it down in about, I don't know, an hour. Three-bedroom house in Dell City, close to 100,000. Can you get to that? No, it's another one.
Looks like I saw. Man, we could really go take a look. Is it empty, or is someone living in it?
Section 8.
Section 8. Cause I can take a look at it, and we can really make you an offer as soon as possible, and see where we can get. You say you close to how close to 100?
I can't sell anything this year.
Okay.
But I can only sell one house a year. So I'm looking ahead. Just like on that tree, I'm looking ahead. I don't have to cut it.
Okay.
I'm looking ahead.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking you what your gig is.
Yeah. So what I would need to do is really just see what updates it might need, and then I could give you an offer. I mean, I don't just I mean, it's in a good area. I actually know this area. It's in Midwest City. And I think, I mean, good considering, you know, Midwest City. But I think we can come to some close arrangement.
See, so like I said, I already gave two people to drive by. I don't want you to disturb any tenants, but
Right.
I'm booking stuff for the future.
Okay.
The other one, you know, if I got to go in and do any kind of repairs and stuff, and I would just sell it in the open market for whatever the market goes for.
Mm-hmm.
But so let's do this. Let me give you my email address, and you just if you can get a hold of that tree trimmer, and just ask him to drive by, or you can drive by,
Mm-hmm.
see what he can do,
Mm-hmm.
and how much he wants to do. I'll probably, if it's a good price, I can get it done now. If it's a high-end price, I'll wait until November after Thanksgiving, because tree's not going to go anywhere, and I'm not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But so you got your pencil there?
Yes, I do.
See, my management company doesn't want me to sell any either, because they get money off renting them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'll have another one next year. So, you know, if and also if you in the neighborhood, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, okay?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't mind helping out if, you know, we can work something out.
Well, I just you know where Chickasha is?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's where I was. That's where I grew up. I got a duplex, a little tiny duplex, a 2-bedroom, maybe 700 square feet. I get $700 out of that duplex in Chickasha, and that's cheap. Other landlords are getting somewhere between $900 to $1,100, and the people in the 3-bedroom brick house, I can't get $900. That sounds ludicrous to me.
Yeah.
If you just have to go by neighbors, lane, you know, just or even I don't know how you guys figure out what the rent's going for, but I just want to know if 900 is on the cheap side or right in the middle or on the high side. Just curious.
It's not cheap and it's not high. I've seen terrible houses going for $900 a month in rent. Just in the past few years, you know. So I don't think that's. I mean, apartments in this area are $700 for 2-bedroom apartments. So I don't think a home for $900 is overpriced at all. A 3-bedroom about 1,300 square feet. I don't think so. I think it's fairly priced, but I mean.
You think 900 is fairly priced?
I believe so. I mean, for a well-groomed. You say, is it 1 or 2 bathrooms?
I think it's a bath and a half.
Bath and a half. So it's pretty. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Nah, I think you're on point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the master. There's a bathroom off the master, and then there's a full size tub and everything else in the middle of the house for everybody.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's fairly priced.
So you don't think I go at 1,200?
Yeah, this is actually right down the street from where I am. Yeah, right by the school also. I mean, you know, I think what you're pricing it at is fair. A 2-car garage. I think what you're pricing it at is 900.
Big backyard.
Yeah, 900 is fair. Fenced in. And that's the tree you want trimmed. I see that tree could be of some problems in a few years. That's a mighty big backyard.
Yeah, and it's actually got a cellar back there. The kids always throw a bunch of crap in it. They don't use it. It's a nice house. But it's you know, it's I'm getting out of the business and you're getting into the business.
Hey, I would love to take it on. I mean, if you're not selling this year, a couple months.
That one's off the market because the management company spent a lot of time renovating it. So I decided to make any difference. I'm not selling anything next year anyway.
Okay.
Leonard Lane is just a nice little property too. So, but I always like to keep my ear to the pavement to see what's coming down the road. You know.
So.
Well, you asked the tax assessor, and he said, "Oh, they raised that." I've been doing this for 20 years. Let me ask you a trivial question. In 20 years, which property that I own did the property tax go down?
You said, say that again?
You want to guess?
What year did the what?
In 20 years of renting multiple properties,
Mm-hmm.
which one did the property tax go down? They're all in Oklahoma City. You know, every year you get a tax bill, right?
Yes.
You get, which year, which year and how many properties did the tax price ever go down?
I don't think any year.
Then you got it 100% right. So, let me ask you another one. Since you got that one right, let's go 2 for 2. They're all insured with State Farm. Which year did State Farm lower their insurance prices?
I'm not sure if State Farm lowers their prices, but I believe, I mean, you can always shop for lower insurance, but I don't think the insurance people will take less than what they already charge you for a home. So I don't think they lower prices.
I'll give you the answer. In 20 years, never have they lowered the insurance. Okay?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So it's 2 for 2. The government and the insurance companies not that lowering their prices. But I got a tenant down in Chickasha that's been in there probably for 10 years, 15, pretty close, 10 to 15 years, and I just raised it this year, $35. It should be up, you know. So I haven't been raising my prices, but these other people that hurt them at all, and they raise, you know. And if you don't pay your county taxes on a property, guess what happens?
Somebody can come take you home.
And take it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. What a deal is that? What a sweet deal is that?
Right.
And if you're late paying, how much interest rate do they charge you?
Woo! That
Any idea?
interest rate? No, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah.
They charge you 6%. Now, once you take $100 down to the bank and tell them, I want to put this in savings. Will you give me 6%? You know what they do? They laugh you right out the door. You know what the banks give you for interest rates?
Not enough.
Oh yeah, half a
Half a percent?
0.05, not 6%. How come the damn government can charge me 6% when I can't get that anywhere in town? What a sweetheart deal that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about when the code enforcer walks by your property and says, "Oh my goodness, you haven't mowed that lawn for 2 weeks." You know what he says? Have you ever gotten one of those letters?
Yeah, I have, but they put out their piece of pad and write you a ticket, and you know you pay it.
It sent you a letter and says you can be held criminal liable for not mowing that lawn. Criminal. You know what criminal means? You're going to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Criminal. He's going to hold you criminal liable, and you're not. And he goes on in bold letters. In bold letters, he writes a love note. It says it's illegal for you to own, operate, or have it occupied this property until you get that lawn mowed. Okay? Illegal. Which or maybe you have a little peeling paint on the eaves somewhere. It's illegal and it's criminal. They can hold you criminally reliable. So how does that make the homeowners feel? Or you? I know if you ever, I fought these battles. Okay? At least I called the mayor's office there in Oklahoma City, and I talk to his staff, talk to the Oklahoma City District tax code enforcer. Of course, he didn't give a shit anyway. He's got bad employees, unions and stuff. He didn't give a shit what I said. At least I get it off my chest.
Yeah.
I wish you guys would jump in there and show up some of these. I think they just grabbed the low hanging fruit. Cause I've been down this road. So the one I called about, the one I called him about recently was on that burnout. So the fire was in the garage, and they put up plywood over the garage door and over the side door, and a week later, the code enforcer's out there wandering around the backyard and says, "Oh my goodness, you've got weeds in the backyard." Now, 2 weeks earlier, the place was fully rented and had a happy family in there. And all of a sudden, and by the way, he walks around the backyard and looks up at Dave and says, "Oh, you've got peeling paint." And I don't know who invited him into the backyard. I think that's trespassing. But here you got a burnout trying to deal with the insurance company, with the tenant, the property manager, and this idiot's walking around the backyard measuring the height of weeds. Give me a fucking break. And the guy I bought it from 20 years ago had built this kids, not a treehouse, a kids' playhouse in the backyard. And he says, that playhouse is illegal to have because it doesn't have a waterproof door. Well, I pulled the damn door off when I renovated it because I didn't want any kid to get in there or any shenanigans, anything going on in it. I pulled it off 20 years ago. And this idiot's telling me I got to put a waterproof door or I'm going to be criminally negligent.
Is this for a kid? You said a kid's toy? A playhouse?
Playhouse in the back.
Oh.
In the back.
Yeah.
And the tenants, they don't always keep their bushes cut back and stuff. So it wasn't. I could send you pictures, and you say anybody with a lick of sense would say, this is crazy. It's craziness. Guys are drunk on power.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was probably the biggest reason I sold that house. Because I couldn't be there to deal with it. But I'm just saying, for them to send letters out in bold, that law should be changed. If you challenge them and says, "Oh, we're only following the law," okay, change the damn law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some can be extreme.
And it should be, if you haven't mowed the lawn or a kid threw your basketball out in the front yard or something, or tricycle, these people, the tenant had put one of those, tire swings on the tree in the front yard, and I guess the rope broke or something, so they just left it laying in the front yard there. So he wasn't happy about that. There's a car tire in the front yard, right?
Mm-hmm. So he didn't like he thought it was like trash and trying to find a code for anything. There's a code for any and everything.
I just wish some of you guys would, because you're all going to get affected if you stay in the business.
Right.
To rein in their power and glory. Now there are some places that are obviously, and I've seen these, are just trash houses, and it should be something. In fact, 2 years ago, I had a really good tenant in there, but the house next door, the guy died, and I don't know who moved in, but it turned out to be a bunch of crackheads and partiers, and the woman said they're over there partying at midnight, I can't sleep, I got to go to work, and she was a single mom, so she said she just said, I gotta leave. So she left, and I had an empty house next to her. Do you think the code enforcer said, well, we cited him a bunch of times. This thing went on for six months or so. Now, okay, when it was my turn to get some action out of him, the guy failed me. I just realized that, you can fix your houses, but you can't fix your neighbors, you know.
Right. Yeah,
So,
that's never
I
a
just
good
went
one.
and I sold that 2 years ago. Or how come you decided to get in this business?
Well, I've been working from home. I work for a weather company, and we provide weather routing for ships globally. Since I'm working from home, I have plenty of ample time, to you know work around and find other opportunities to make income. I mean, one thing that hinders a lot of people globally, or in America at least, is not having enough income to sustain a healthy lifestyle. And I want to have something to pass on to my children one day, and not create some generational wealth. So my 401k is great, but you know it, I don't think you can ever have too much money, but
Yeah.
it's better when you do have some.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to be like you and be out in Hawaii someday, and retired, and
Well, I joined the Navy then. That's how I got here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever looked into foreclosures?
I have not. I do work under a mentor, but I'm really I'm most of it I learned by reading and research, and going out and doing the work. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to go to Home Depot here shortly, so.
Oh, okay. I'll pass your
With you, and I'll see what the tree trimmer guy says.
yeah. I'll pass your email along, and I may send you an email myself, just so you'll have my contact information, and
Roger that.
we'll go from there.
Okay.
All
Stay
right.
in touch.
Thanks, Edward. It was great talking to you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.